the OU Football Preview Show, brought to you by Eskridge Lexus, Oz Safe Rooms, Pioneer Hearing, Knippelmeyer Chevrolet, Sam's Optical, Dents on Demand, Sooner Legends Inn and Suites, and R-Star Collision Repair. Now here's your hosts, Rick Heath and Al Eschbach.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to the OU Football Preview Show, Beat Texas style. Here, I'm Rick Heath, Al Eschbach. We're at Sam's Optical here in Oklahoma City. It's a great place here on Southwest 74th and I-240. But Al, it's Beat Texas week for OU, and I got to admit, if I'm OU football team, I would rather think of Texas being 4-0 as 1-3.
Yeah, but you can't do that. They see what Texas done. They see that Texas stinks. I mean, so they see that Texas in disarray. So coaches can tell players all they want. They're not dumb.
Yeah, they see what they can read the headlines. They can see the playbacks.
The only thing they can say, hey, the last 2 years we didn't play very well. We were big favorites and lost one game, and then we're lucky to win the second one.
Yeah, you know, they made Tyrone Swoops look really, really like the second coming of Vince Young last year, and lucky to get out with a victory 2 years ago, like you said. So those are the kind of things that they have to refer back to. But Texas is in disarray.
Total disarray.
Total disarray.
Yeah. They can say all they want about it. Maybe Charlie Strong is a heck of a coach, but you know what? His job at Texas thus far is an F. Thus far.
You know, and he's got an F, and also he's losing his team in the locker room. You know?
Yeah, you got a guy tweeting.
That's the total indictment. Yeah. But at the same time, if Texas wins this game, all that's forgotten.
I don't think so. They win 3 games, 4 games. If that's the state of their program, they beat OU and win 4 games. It's pretty sad.
If they beat OU, he gets another year.
I think that's pretty sad.
Yeah, but I think that's what it is. He's got a $15.9 million buyout. I know that's a lot of money. It may not be a lot of money to Texas, but that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I look at them. I see them winning one more game this season. That's against Kansas.
And I hope you're right. Let's just get it. Let's get it square. I hope Texas doesn't win a game the rest of the year. I don't like Texas. I feel bad for Charlie Strong a little bit because he got himself into it and he's making a hell of a lot of money. But as far as Texas, I just assume them lose the whole rest of their games.
It's hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. At the state they're in, and you know, but they still have to play a game on Saturday, and OU still got to come in focused. Hey, but if you're looking for OU Texas tickets, OklahomaTickets.com, or where you need to go, call OklahomaTickets.com or go online, OklahomaTickets.com for OU Texas tickets, concert tickets, or the rest of the season tickets for OU football. That's OklahomaTickets.com or Tickets Unlimited 364-7500. We'll be back with PJ Mills and talk about Beat Texas week here on the OU Football Preview Show.
I decided I was tired of having my family translate for me.
I decided that I wanted to be a real part of the conversation and not just listen to the sounds that other people made.
I decided that my job was too important for me to not be able to hear clearly.
While everyone has their own reasons for wanting to hear better, we all share many steps along the hearing journey in common. Like you, I had a lot of questions going into the hearing evaluation process. What kind of hearing loss do I have? Is it treatable? Am I going to need hearing aids? But my hearing aid provider put my mind at ease the moment I came in for my assessment. After filling out a questionnaire to establish your general health and hearing history, you'll undergo a thorough hearing examination. Your results are illustrated in an audiogram that your hearing care provider will walk you through. I know I was amazed at how clearly I could see the frequencies and types of noise that caused me the most problems. Once the evaluation and assessment are complete, you'll go through all your options. And if it's determined that hearing aids can help, you'll get a personalized demonstration of the hearing technology that's right for you. I not only left the evaluation completely confident that I'd finally found a solution for my hearing loss, but after hearing how powerful and seeing how small and discreet today's hearing aids were, I left with a completely new perception of hearing aids as well. It was an amazing start to my hearing journey. I know it will be a great beginning to yours, too.
I'm Rick Heath for Dents on Demand. Do you have hail damage to your vehicle? Then you need to call Dents on Demand. They're 100% guaranteed satisfaction on hail repair. It's no hassle. They'll help you get a rental car. There's no deductible. They'll refund that to you. All that and more is available if you call Dents on Demand for your hail repair. Dents on Demand, guaranteed satisfaction with hail repair. Give them a call at 886-1764.
Knippelmeyer Chevrolet.
Knippelmeyer Chevrolet.
Knippelmeyer Chevrolet.
Come on down and join our family, and we'll shake on it.
Knippelmeyer Chevrolet.
Oh, get a good lot, please. Spin back, baby.
To improve your game, you can bag your golf ball or get a plan of attack from Golf Tech with regular lessons from your personal coach, TechFit club fitting, mobile lessons, and more. Get started with a swing evaluation, now on sale for only $95.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Jeremiah with Jeremiah's Car Star, and when you come to do business at Car Star, you're going to get me, and I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to oversee your car personally myself. I've been repairing cars for over 14 years now, and there's not a situation I haven't come across yet that I haven't been able to take care of a customer's vehicle. If your car's had hail damage or been in an accident, bring your car to Jeremiah's Car Star and relax. We'll take it from here.
Car Star, relax. We'll take it from here.
And welcome back to OU Football Preview Show, Beat Texas Style. And I got to mention, I've got my hat on in honor of our co-host, Mr. Al Eschbach. He styles the hat all the time, and I just want to be like Al occasionally. So I got a hat.
That's a problem. That'd be bad for you.
Well, I could handle a little of it. I couldn't handle the full serving, Al, but I could handle dessert. Joining us now, P.J. Mills, former wide receiver at University of Oklahoma. Welcome, P.J.
Appreciate it.
OU played a good offensive game for the most part against West Virginia for the passing attack.
Yes.
Does Texas present anything West Virginia doesn't on defense?
They're one of the worst defenses in the country. They're like 120th.
Yeah.
They're 120th. So answer is no.
Okay. Well, now here's what I'm saying. PJ, they got up, West Virginia got up and pressured the wide receivers. Right. And as a former wide receiver yourself, you got to work hard to get off the line of scrimmage and get clean. OU's receivers were able to do that against West Virginia. Texas won't do that.
No.
Correct?
You're exactly right. I think that the receivers are slowly maturing. I thought it was the best game D.D. Westbrook's played as a senior. Like Alan and I was talking about earlier, Mekhi Quick finally showed up. Obviously, Sterling Shepard got a touchdown. Obviously, he's going to perform and make an impact at some particular point. So I thought Baker Mayfield, who I love his competitiveness and the way he's been playing and leading this team. So offensively, points are being put up. The only thing I would say is I would love to see the rushing game advance a little bit. Obviously, you could be better at one aspect of your offense than another, but at the University of Oklahoma, you still should be able to run the football a little bit more proficient than the way they're running it, especially with the two running backs that are there. And Al and I talked about, I don't want to take his thunder, but Al made a great point when he said, get the ball in space to mix and throw the ball. Some of those wing passes, I think it was the first game they got one to him. He got a long run on that, so that's a good point by Al. Get mixing in space, but don't forget about Perine, because Perine gets better as the game goes along. He wears people down. So I think that this offense still has another level they can get to. Hopefully the offensive line can gel, mesh. They have to have, as a group, more chemistry basically than anybody else. So hopefully they can grow a little bit more as the season goes along.
Al, Lincoln Riley, learning his strengths, learning the team's strengths. How's he done so far?
He's done a good job. I think they got an identity now. We see what they're doing. I think he's done an outstanding job. Just a little bit emphasis. He always gritty. You want a little bit more. I like to see mixing him more, and I like to see Mark Andrews involved a little bit more. He's a mismatch for defensive backs.
Exactly. If you can use Mark Andrews to open up that sweet spot in the middle, then that can create an avenue for you to go down deep.
Well, when you see one reception, one TD, that's pretty good production. So it merits more catches, more attention, more throws to him, because he's proven he can catch the ball, and because that was a good catch. It was high. He went up and got it. And those are the kind of plays.
He got great hands.
Oh yeah. So
hey,
I
you
like
got to be
that.
pretty good when you've been offered from USC, Alabama, UCLA, and Michigan State.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's and so that's a guy that may need to be utilized more. I think we're all in agreement that Mixon needs to be utilized more. If nothing else, out of the backfield. If they're not running the ball, it's just the same as a run to get it out to him in space.
Exactly. You definitely want to get Mixon out in space. Obviously, he has some ability to break tackles as he did going up the middle, taking that long touchdown run. The good thing about what the offensive coordinator at the University of Oklahoma, Lincoln Riley, has is he has a lot of options. And what he's going to do is he's going to do his best job to figure out who and when. And what that breeds is, it breeds that competition, because when you get your number called, you have to perform because you know there are other guys that can as well. So,
and they may not come back around.
Exactly. So there's a lot of guys that are capable of making plays, and I'm seeing some progression and some growth in just about everybody that's a skill position player. There's still some more guys to come along, but I'm starting to see something. Micaiah Quick and Dede Westbrook stepping up was a great sign for the University of Oklahoma if we in fact have to lean on the passing game because the running game isn't up to par. You need more pass catchers out there being able to make plays.
One of the things that I look at is Dana Holgorsen came in with his defensive plan and saying Samaje Perine is not going to go for 274 against us like he did last year. And they had 9 guys within 2 or 3 yards of the line of scrimmage and saying, if you're going to beat us, you're going to have to beat us with your wide receivers. And, to Lincoln Riley's credit, he saw that and wasn't afraid, to take those chances the first half. I do think Lincoln Riley got a little conservative in the third quarter and didn't really, push it very much. And then, like we were talking about, to me, the play of the game was when Lincoln Riley decided to get aggressive. They get the ball on their own 5. Everybody's thinking run, run, run. Instead, boom, Micaiah Quick over the middle for 19. The next play, Perine for 12. The next play, 71 yards, Duron Neal, touchdown. Game over.
And they set that play up in the first half when they hit Westbrook with that pass, because when they saw that play develop, they all went to Westbrook, and that let Neal all by himself.
And that's the great thing about an offensive coordinator who thinks 2 or 3 plays down the line, always sees a play that works and knows a play that he can use and make a play off of that. And he set that up very well with that, because they thought they knew what was coming, but they wasn't counted to it. And that was a good job by the offense and the offensive coordinator.
Another question out, Baker Mayfield. There's been some criticism that he's not staying in the pocket as much as he needs to. Your thoughts?
I don't know how anybody could criticize Baker Mayfield
That's what I'm saying.
now.
But he's playing so well. But I heard that on the radio after the game, and I'm going, he needs to stay in the pocket. And they're saying that's what they're saying. He needs to stay in the pocket a little longer. Well, Bob even said that.
Yeah, and that's probably true. We saw him when he gets his rhythm, like he did in the opening game of the season against Akron. He stayed in the pocket early in the game because he was running all around the place. You get maybe a little bit nervous, and get happy feet sometimes. But that's a valid criticism, I think.
PJ?
I agree. I think that he could stay back there maybe a tick or two a little bit longer. But I think the dynamic that a mobile quarterback has to fight is my ability to make a play, because I'm sure he sees a play that he can make with his legs, or maybe not giving that offensive line another second to make sure that they're holding their blocks, because you kind of feel that pressure. So he's going to grow. It's only a couple of games that he started here at the University of Oklahoma. He will get better.
Vision.
Exactly.
Not to see the receivers.
And he has a great feel in the pocket of when to move and when to step up and those type of things.
To his credit, West Virginia blitzed the heck out of it. They were blitzing 2 out of every 3 plays.
There's a chance, maybe a D chance. That's the best defense they play the rest of the season.
That's what that's been talked about, but we'll see. How Baylor.
We'll see what TCU's going to do. TCU get a couple of guys back.
Yeah, they got a couple of guys back, and so that remains to be seen. But all in all, a good showing. OU needs to continue that, and in Dallas on the Cotton Bowl field next Saturday. And if they do that, it should be good, successful. You're listening to watching the OU football preview show. I went back to your radio show there, Al.
Nothing wrong with that.
You're watching the OU football preview show here from Sam's Optical on 74th and South Walker. We'll be right back with more after this.
At Coda CrossFit, we are committed to getting you in the best shape of your life. Our highly educated and personable coaching staff leads hour-long classes for members of all ages and ability levels. Whether your goal is to lose weight, build muscle, athletic performance, or simply improve health, we have the programs and knowledge to help you achieve your goals. With locations in Norman and Oklahoma City, we're right in your backyard. All you have to do is walk in the door and we'll take care of the rest. Visit our website or contact us to try out a free class.
And welcome back to OU Football Preview Show. Beat Texas style. Rick Heath, Al Eschbach, PJ Mills from Sam's Optical here on Southwest 74th and I-240. A great family-run business. Ladies, if you're looking for designer eyewear, they have every designer's eyewear here at Sam's Optical. They can make you look stylish. They can make you look current. They can make you look whatever you need to be here at Sam's Optical. They also have men's frames like Mr. Al Eschbach wears, and also have children's frames. So everything you need right here at Sam's Optical. They also have a location in Edmond next to the UCO Jazz Lab. So go, if you're in Edmond, you can go there and get the same service as well as here in 74th and South Walker. Also want to recognize a sponsor to this segment, the defensive segment, Oz Safe Rooms, wanting to know, will you be ready? And they want you to be ready for next year's tornado season by giving Oz Safe Rooms a call, or go to ozsaferooms.com and find out more information. They're also the sponsor of our Defensive Play of the Week. And guys, my Defensive Play of the Week was Jordan Thomas coming back after being suspended. 2 interceptions. I thought he played really, really well. And you know what? He needed to play really, really well.
Well, they think he's a star. I mean, they think he and Stephen Parker are stars. So
I've been impressed with the growth I've seen from Parker from last year to this year. It seems as though they grasp what they're being asked to do this year. The thing that helps your secondary is pressure up front. The thing that gives confidence in the pressure up front is you being able to pick passes off on the back end. And that's exactly what happened in the West Virginia game. 7 sacks, a bunch of hurries. They got 3 interceptions. Jordan Thomas obviously made a bad decision off the field. He comes back, and the way to say I'm sorry to the team is to perform and don't make that mistake off the field again.
I got one thing about it. Jordan Thomas played really, really well. In his first interception was a highly intelligent play, but he came off after making that and was kind of pounding his chest. And I was thinking, son, you just came off a game suspension. Go over there on the sideline and show everybody, hey, I'm here to play, and leave it at that. Don't celebrate too much. Now, he did a good job, but he still needs to be a little more humble after coming off a suspension.
Yeah, a little growing up. He's young and just growing up. A guy that committed to Northwestern out of high school, obviously really smart kid. Mm-hmm. And it's just a matter, he has to grow up.
You know, but Jordan Thomas, our Defensive Player of the Week, brought to you by Oz Safe Rooms. If you're looking for a way to keep your family safe this spring tornado season, Oz Safe Room, the safest tornado shelter you can get. Go to ozsaferooms.com for more information. And they have a OU winning special. If OU wins, you can save up to $3,000 off of an Oz Safe Room. Find out about this OU winning special at Oz Safe Rooms. Overall, guys, I thought the defense played really well. They're getting pressure, as you said, PJ. The defense is playing, you know, the backs are playing well. Texas presents a little bit different problem. They've got a quarterback run game, and that's their main source of yards is that quarterback run game.
Got to contain. Can't let him get outside and then, you know, make something happen when it's not there. And they did a good job when they played another mobile quarterback this year at Tennessee.
I totally agree. It's about what Al said. It's about containing the edges. You know what he wants to do. He's an agile quarterback. He's a mobile quarterback. You want to contain the edges. You also want to tackle well in space. You want to make sure that you don't miss a bunch of tackles. And then obviously the thing about the OU-Texas game, as we all know, is it's a game of momentum at times. And momentum in sports is not faithful. What Oklahoma has to do is, I don't care if it's Texas, I don't care if they're 4-0 or 1-4. What you have to go in and make them understand you're not as good as us, and you're not going to beat us today. So you jump out and get in the lead, because then that seed of doubt will creep in, and that's when you got them.
Just like you did against TCU.
Exactly. That's when you got them.
That's what TCU did. And then last year, OU did the opposite. They let them stay in the game the first half and didn't take care of it. And as the game developed, you could see Texas getting more and more confidence.
Swoops got confidence.
Yes, you know, and Swoops, again, like I said, last year OU made him look like the second coming of Vince Young. He's not that good. He is a good runner, but he doesn't make good decisions, and he's not a good passer. The freshman is a good runner. He's an exceptional runner, and he's got very good elusiveness, but he can't throw. He has 4.13 against TCU. You got to put pressure on him, just like you said, so you contain him, and he doesn't.
And I tell you what, Eric Strike had a great game. Bob Stoops called it sensational.
Yeah, he was phenomenal. He was phenomenal. When you're talking about this Texas game, you guys just mentioned it, confidence. Confidence is the most underrated thing in life and sports in particular. If OU jumps on Texas and gets out to a lead, then the cracks in the locker room that are there, they'll start pointing fingers. But if you allow them to get confidence and stay in the game or get a lead, nothing masks or somewhat cures dissension like winning. So what you have to do is jump out in front of them, leave no doubt who's the better team. You're not going away and watch them point fingers as game.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, there's a lot of dissension on the team in Texas in the locker room. If you give them a reason to doubt themselves, all of that will come bubbling to the surface.
As he said, confidence. If you give them confidence, but if you hit them early, they're going to go, we stink. We know we're bad. We know we can't win this game.
We want to get out of there. Let's get out of here. Let's go ahead and get back to Austin and lick our wounds. And that's what I hope happens this Saturday. BJ, thank you for coming on.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
We'll be back with more on the OU Football Preview Show after this. There you go.
Why have people trusted Sam's Optical for over 30 years for their eyeglass needs?
I think I'm the new kid on the block with Sam's. As a matter of fact, when I came here, I wasn't coming here to buy glasses. I was coming here to get some information to where the doctor's office was next door, and just the ambiance and the atmosphere. After they gave me the information I needed, I went to my eye doctor. Then I came back in and felt like I was at home.
Sam's Optical for over 30 years, bringing you the best prices and service at any of Sam's locations.
Hi, it's Sam at Louie's Grill and Bar, where we are famous for delicious burgers, like our new Deep South Burger, featuring sliced ham, smoky barbecue sauce, and fried green tomatoes. At Louie's, we're in your neighborhood.
And welcome back to OU Football Preview Show. Rick Heath, Al Eschbach, and we're talking Beat Texas style here this week. OU faces Texas in the Cotton Bowl this Saturday. We are at Sam's Optical, a great family-run business here in Oklahoma City. It's on South Walker, I-240. It's a great place to come by and get fashion eyewear for you ladies, or men if you want sport wear or fashion wear, either one. They have them for the men, and they also have it for the kids. So anything you need for eyewear, you can get here at Sam's Optical. They also have an Edmond location between the UCO Jazz Lab there and Cafe 501 in Edmond. So either way, you can get it here in South Walker or in Edmond. Sam's Optical, great place to go for your eyewear. I also want to thank some wonderful sponsors of the OU Football Preview Show, the Trails Golf Club in Norman. Fall golf is highly underrated, and the Trails Golf Club is immaculate right now. So for more information, call Kathy Hess at 364-3790. They've got great membership specials coming up for 2016 at the Trails Golf Club. Give them a call today. Also, CarStar Auto Body Repair Experts on Broadway Extension and 122nd. Jeremiah Graham and his staff will take care of your car like they took care of mine. They fixed a ding on the back fender. Not only did they fix that and make it look great, they went around the entire vehicle and touched it up with paint on paint chips and polished it up and made it look beautiful again. They can do the same for your vehicle. Give them a call at 608-6800, or you can go to carstar.com and talk to Jeremiah Graham and his staff. Al, let's talk a little bit more about the West Virginia game, because it was I thought a good all-around game, probably the most complete all-around game that OU had played to this point.
Yeah, I agree with it. They did really good things on both sides of the board. I thought the defense, I thought the secondary played well. I thought there was great pressure they put on. I thought they did a good job stopping the run.
Well, and West Virginia's got they got a pretty good offense. Now, their defense is better than their offense, and I thought that was probably the best thing about the game was OU was able to handle that pressure defense. I mean, they were pressing them after wide receiver.
Blitzing all the time and everything. Yeah, that's what happens. And I know you hear OU fans, why don't you do that? Why don't you do that? Well, you see, you do it sometimes. You get beat bad when you do it. So
yeah. Well, and that's the thing about it. You live by the sword, you die by the sword, so to speak, to use that cliche. But, when they were pressing them, as soon as OU's offensive receivers got past them, they were wide open.
And again, I think this receiving core is pretty good.
Well, they're starting to show that.
And I tell you what, Deron Neal's had a good year. Nobody's talking about him.
He makes that touchdown catch, and Dede Westbrook had some tough catches.
Micaiah Quick, Shepard, and Andrews, that's a pretty good receiving core.
Yeah, and that Jeffrey Mead dropped one right there. He should have. He goes to the back of the line, but the rest of the guys come out. I'm glad Micaiah Quick's come out. He's got talent.
Well, yeah,
You've always told us that.
Yeah, you don't get this. You're not a five-star guy coming out of high school and all those offers, and he's elusive. He just got to catch the ball. and he got in the doghouse early by dropping passes and scrimmages.
Yeah.
That's concentration.
Yeah. You know, but if he comes back, then they really are deep.
Oh, yeah.
Then they really are deep because you've got D.D. Westbrook. Baxter kind of got set off to the side because these other guys are coming through.
They're more talented than Baxter.
Well, yeah, you know, and Baxter's still reliable.
Absolutely.
You know, he's like the Cole Beasley that for the Cowboys. You know, you get in there and get him in the slot, and he's going to make a good play, or he's going to show up and block him.
Micaiah Quick can really do some things once he catches the ball.
See, and that's what I am so glad he got out there and made a great catch on the sideline for his first catch of the year. You know, where he had to scoot down and get that.
Yeah, really good catch.
You know, and then another one on the sideline, then that one across the middle. I mean, those were good, big-time plays.
And what he did, he's given the coaches confidence in him now.
Yeah. You know, now when going...
And probably giving Baker Mayfield confidence in going to him also.
Yeah, you know, I mean, that one play we talked about earlier, where he hits him over the middle for 19 yards on OU's own 5-yard line. West Virginia had all the momentum.
Oh,
They finally, the defense had stopped them. They pinned them on their own 5-yard
penalty,
line.
the wedge penalty.
Yeah, you know, and then all of a sudden, boom, instead of being conservative, Lincoln Riley, to his credit, knew he'd been conservative in the third quarter, comes out and goes, hey, we're going to be aggressive again. First play, 19 yards to Micaiah Quick over the middle. As we said in another segment, then 12, and then a touchdown, and that changed the entire complexion of the game.
Yeah, it just, they have a lot of weapons that, and I don't know if the offensive line, how much it's going to improve in the run game this year. I just don't know.
You know, and that's the thing about it. You don't know exactly what they're going to be able to do running the ball.
You hope maybe by November.
You would hope. You would hope. You know, now, they've kind of made some changes in the offensive line, and they did a good job picking up the blitzes. Even though he got sacked a few times, they did a pretty good job.
I thought one of the encouraging things when Bob Soup said, you know, he said who the lineman that played the best, said Orlando Brown and Phoniak. This is the first time he's mentioned Orlando Brown having a good game all season.
Yeah, and that stays well going down to Texas because if the Texas defense, as you said, 120th in the nation, just get them on their heels, you can win that game, and we'll talk about our deal. But first, let me talk about coming Big 12 games. We got OSU at West Virginia. We just saw West Virginia. What are your thoughts?
West Virginia 7-point favorite. I'll probably pick West Virginia by 10 points.
Yeah, Baylor at Kansas. Poor Kansas. Baylor's liable to have 70 by half.
Oh, my goodness. That is going to be so ugly.
Yeah.
A 41-point favorite.
Yeah, and then TCU by 7 at Kansas State. You know, you never know about Kansas State.
That'll be interesting because OU's there next week.
Yeah, so they'll see how it will be a good contest about what Kansas State does, you know, against TCU and then against OU. So we'll find out more. Prediction time, I got 42-17 OU. I'm
going to go 35-21 OU.
There you go. I hope they don't get 21 points. I hope they don't get 21 points.
That would be a cover for Texas.
We don't want anything good about Texas. That's going to do it for this week's show. We'll see you next time on the OU Football Preview Show.